E-Butter go crazy. E-Butter go crazy. Okay, turn me up. They don't want no smoke, I'm in my bag. Bitch, I'm rolling up. They say this shit hot. Hot, bitch, I'm burning up. Yeah, let's talk some business. Ain't no money, I ain't showing up. Don't know how to act. A bunch of country niggas pulling up. Okay, turn me up. Now they say they want that country shit. Okay, now turn me up. Now they see I be that energy. I make them turn me up. Yeah, I know they tryna finish me, but it just turn me up. Turn me up, Jay. Fresh to death on camouflage. Gotta keep a foot up on their necks cause they might sabotage. I ain't come for peace, I brought the mask, bout to terrorize. Step. If you ain't hating, nigga, keep that bullshit to yourself. Get my bop on you niggas. Don't never question if I'm a real nigga. I get a lot for you niggas. Bitch, they thought I was finished, but I got a lot for you niggas. Lil John on them niggas. I'm the bra on them niggas. I'm the hottest in the business. Okay, put me in the mix. I can tell you used to lame niggas that ain't this. Think you coming up a bag, you ain't getting shit. You say wanna fuck, but now she see a nigga lit. Country for life in this bitch. Okay, turn me up. They don't want no smoke, I'm in my bag. Bitch, I'm rolling up. They say this shit hot. Hot, bitch, I'm burning up. Yeah, let's talk some business. Ain't no money, I ain't showing up. Don't know how to act. A bunch of country niggas pulling up. Okay, turn me up. Now they say they want that country shit. Okay, now turn me up. Now they see I be that energy. I make them turn me up. Yeah, I know they tryna finish me, but it just turn me up. Okay, turn me up, yeah. I'm like Block Boy, look alive, look alive. I'm married to that money and I keep her by my side. They thought I wouldn't be shit, so why they face look so surprised. You ain't a real nigga, you just pussy in the skies. Whoa, yeah, look at a nigga now. When I put up to the jeweler, I'ma tell that nigga go bust it down. Tryna count the money, damn homie, I done lost track of their mind. Turn me up, this that hot shit, it was kinda looking like a drought. I don't do this for the clout, bitch. Okay, turn me up. Do your dance on it. She ain't tryna fuck unless you got some bands on it. Okay, turn me up. Do your dance on it. She ain't tryna fuck unless you got some racks on it. Okay, turn me up. They don't want no smoke, I'm in my bag. Bitch, I'm rolling up. They say this shit hot. Hot, bitch, I'm burning up. Yeah, let's talk some business. Ain't no money, I ain't showing up. Don't know how to act. A bunch of country niggas pulling up. Okay, turn me up. Now they say they want that country shit. Okay, now turn me up. Now they see I be that energy. I make them turn me up. Yeah, I know they tryna finish me, but it just turn me up. Okay, turn me up, Jay. Okay, turn me up. Jay, bitch, I'm rolling up. Bitch, I'm burning up. Jay.
YouTube, what's good, guys? It's your boy TD, and I'm back again with another live, guys. And today's live is going to be on 3 quarterbacks that you must start for your Week 15 playoffs. Now, listen, when I say must start, you don't must start these guys over Pat Mahomes and Josh Allen. I'm not going to really make videos and tell y'all to start Josh Allen. People who follow me know that you should be starting Josh Allen. You should be starting Pat Mahomes and Lamar Jackson. So I'm not doing content on those guys. I'm not doing content on no Tyreek Hill, Jamar Chase. I'm not doing no content on no Travis Kelce. I'm not. Now defenses is different because that's we in the playoffs. But you know you always start your studs. There's a couple studs that I talk about because they haven't played that great. Kind of guys like Cooper Kupp, those type of guys. I talk about those, but I'm not going to talk about no studs. That's not what I do on my channel. Right? This is why I call myself Cutting Edge, because I don't make that. And I don't want to be disrespectful, but I don't make that cookie cutter type content. Y'all love that cookie cutter content because I go over there and watch them guys and they don't go take no leaps. And then when I'm wrong, you chastise me on it. When I try like Daniel Jones, then I'll take that one. Well, who else was going to try to tell you to do what to start Daniel Jones or or pick up Daniel Jones. And look what this team is doing now. If Daniel Jones could have played 75% as good as Tommy DeVito, this team would be really, really good. But anyway, I'm not trying to cover that up. I was wrong on Daniel Jones this year, but I take chances, and that's why my channel is Cutting Edge. I'm not going to give you cookie cut. I'm trying to give you the mid rounds and late rounds content. All of us know who to draft in the first 3 rounds, 9 times out of 10. 0 RB is the only thing that I might go and fight with you on that. So, with no further ado, guys, let's talk about my 3 top quarterbacks that I believe that you should be streaming or picking up and playing if you need to. So, guys, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to this channel. This is Cutting Edge content. I said what I said. This is Cutting Edge content. So, guys, go follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. I'm on all platforms right now. So, I'm streaming on Instagram. So, you can now follow me on Instagram. Okay. So before I get to everybody, put your questions. Make sure you spam the chat with the 100 symbol. Let me know that you in here, that you support the channel. And put your questions. You got any questions, stars and sits? I will get to everybody's questions. So make sure you put your questions and just be a little bit patient. Okay, let me get some things right here for a second before I start. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. All right. So the first quarterback that I believe that you should be, if you want to, well, this is not a stream guy. This is the guy that's on your team and you might have a better quarterback. This guy's Justin Fields from the Chicago Bears. I said what I said. You need to be starting Justin Fields. And let me tell you why you should be starting Justin Fields against the Cleveland defense. Excuse me. Okay. So, guys, Justin Fields is a running quarterback. Guys, running quarterbacks have great floors, even against tough matchups. I like to see sometimes, like when I got Lamar Jackson, I like to see him against a tough matchup. Justin Fields is not quite on Lamar level, right? We get that. But I'm not scared to play Justin Fields against a San Francisco or Cleveland Browns. Let me tell you why. Because of his rushing upside. This man can break a 50, 60-yard touchdown. You don't sit guys that got that type of ability. That's why I told y'all to draft quarterbacks that have rushing upside. That way you don't got to play matchups with them. When I draft my quarterback, I'm starting maybe single week. I'm never going to play no matchups. Even in an 8-team league, I'm going to get the best quarterback on the board because I don't want to be sitting here and trying to play a matchup every single week. That's how you get disappointed. You can play a Pat Mahomes and a Brock Purdy outscoring. And you're like, well, I don't. This is crazy. Fantasy. No, it ain't crazy. Get your guy and start him. If you waited late and got Brock Purdy, you start him every week. As long as he's like playing good, right? You don't sit there and play matchups. You try to beat the player or the opponent in other positions. You don't try to play a maximum every position. You're gonna be streaming every position. You ain't gonna know who you are. You don't know what type of team you got. Everybody up for grabs. You don't trust nobody. Trust your studs. So I'm trusting Justin Fields against Cleveland. They look good. DJ Moore is an alpha. I'm not worried about Denzel Ward. Justin Fields is also getting the ball out quicker. If you go to PFF, Justin Fields the last couple of weeks is not holding on to the ball like he did early in the season. So he's getting the ball out to guys like DJ Moore and Cole Kmet. And you also got guys like Roschon Johnson, who's a rookie, but he's a great pass protector for Justin Fields. And also Darnell Mooney's targets are upticking. That's why I've been telling y'all to pick Darnell Mooney up as a sleeper. Because Darnell Mooney is a great sleeper right now because he's getting targets. So eventually that's going to hit. Now, I'm not telling you to start him over any studs, but if you're looking for a wide receiver to stream in a deep league, I love Darnell Mooney. So guys, play Justin Fields for that rushing upside. I won't be surprised if he has 60 or 70 yards rushing or even more against Cleveland Browns. All right, let's move on to my next guy, next quarterback that I believe that you should be starting this week. And also, guys, if you watch the whole live, I got a bonus guy for you too. So the next guy is Kyler Murray from the Arizona Cardinals. Yes, guys, Kyler Murray. Now listen, Kyler Murray is playing the San Francisco 49ers. You might see TD. Why I'm not gonna play Kyler Murray against the San Francisco 49ers? Okay, and I understand that he may not hit. Like I said, I'm not perfect. I'm just giving you the breakdown that I'm picking. Guys, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to this channel. This is cutting edge content. So the reason why I'm starting Kyler Murray is because if you go look at his record against San Francisco, guys, I think he's like 3-1. I could be wrong. I think he has a winning record against the San Francisco 49ers. He beat them his rookie season when they had a tremendous defense. They had Richard Sherman, Nick. I think they had Nick Bosa that year. I think they even had Nick Bosa. They had a tremendous defense, and Kyler Murray beat him as a rookie. Then he beat him the next year with Cliff Kingsbury. He's been beating them a lot since they've been in that division, since Kyler Murray's entered that division. So I think Kyler Murray is a bad matchup for the San Francisco defense. Now, I'm not saying they're going to win this game, but I think Arizona could put up 21 points against the San Francisco 49ers, especially with Trey McBride. They're going to have to double Trey McBride in the middle of the field. Fred Warner can't guard him by itself. Then that's going to leave guys on the edges like Michael Wilson and Marquise Brown, and also Greg Dortch and a couple other guys that come out there and make plays. And not even mentioning James Conner, who's a really good running back, who's always played good against San Francisco. Go look at James Conner game script for the last 3 years that he's been in Arizona, and look at what he's did against San Francisco. He's been a top 12 running back, even when Kyler got hurt. You know, San Francisco had a good defense there for a while now. Since the coach from the New York Jets was there, since the Houston Texans head coach was there, they had a good defense. But Kyler has always ate them up. So I'm willing to play Kyler with his rushing upside. I'm not going to pick no pocket quarterback unless it's Tom Brady against the elite defense. I'm not doing it. But if you are playing against elite defense and you can run that ball, you still can have a nice floor. That's why I tell y'all to get rushing quarterbacks. I said what I said. That's why I tell y'all to get rushing quarterbacks. So, play Kyler Murray. Let me move on to my next guy. Now, this next guy is at home. And when he's at home, he's a top 12 quarterback. And it's Jared Goff from the Detroit Lions. I said what I said. Jared Goff from the Detroit Lions. And the reason why I love Jared Goff, guys, from the Detroit Lions is because he's at home. And he's going against the Broncos, right? And the reason why I love him, he's at home. And when he's at home, guys, because he's a California kid, bad weather is not good with him. He have to wear gloves. But when he's at home, he's a really good quarterback. They know they got to get the ball to Amon-Ra St. Brown and Jahmyr Gibbs. And I love Jahmyr Gibbs this week. Jahmyr Gibbs is one of my optimal plays this week because they can't get cute. They got to win this game. So why are you going to try to hold on to Jahmyr Gibbs in case he gets hurt? You can't play that game with him. Right now, guys, it's get time. Even in real football, it's time for them guys to play the rookies, even if they kind of a little bit light in the butt. Pause. So what I mean, even if you scared that they could get hurt because they not as big as a stereotypical NFL running back, you still got to play him. So it's time for Jahmyr Gibbs to make his money because he's a top 10 pick. So they're going to give Jahmyr Gibbs probably about 15 to 20 touches this game to get the ball out of Jared Goff's hands so he don't take sacks or force turnovers. So I love Amon-Ra and I love Jahmyr Gibbs this week. And he's playing the Broncos. The Broncos is not a bad defense, but I believe they can beat them because they're at home and weather does it. I'm telling you, when Jared Goff is in the dorm, he's a top 5 quarterback in his stats. Look at his QBR when he's at home, even with the Rams, even with the Detroit Lions. He plays really well when he's at home. When he's outside, he doesn't play so well. So I love Jared Goff. You can start Jared Goff. Don't go stream and get cute with somebody and go away from Jared Goff and he end up going for 3 touchdowns or 2 touchdowns and having a really good floor for you. Okay. And last but not least, here's the bonus guy for you guys before I get to everybody's question. I see you, Big Will. Appreciate you, bro. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. And the next guy is Zach Wilson. Yes, guys, Zach Wilson, guys, from the New York Jets, and he's playing the Miami Dolphins. Now, listen, when you play a high-octane offense, it usually makes the quarterback on the other side on the other team play really well, too, because he has to push the ball down the field. He's going to get more opportunities because you're playing against a high-octane offense. So I love Zach Wilson. Guys, I'm not saying what Zach Wilson did last week, he's going to do that for the rest of his career. But when you're playing against Miami, who is vulnerable, who's might, if they up by 10 points, is going to give up a little bit of room and let Zach Wilson get some easy completions. I would rather start Zach Wilson than to start Jake Browning. Any guy that you would like, Derek Carr. I'm not streaming any of those guys over Zach Wilson. If I got Zach Wilson, I'm picking him up. And if I do got Derek Carr, I am playing Zach Wilson over him. I will go stream Zach Wilson over Derek Carr. There's a couple other guys right now. I'm not playing no backup for Houston if CJ Stroud don't play. Who else? It's a couple other quarterbacks out there that I'm not playing those guys. I probably would play Zach Wilson over Sam Howell. I'm probably doing that. You don't have to, but I probably would do that. So, guys, those are my 3 guys and plus my bonus guys. Justin Fields, Kyler Murray, Jared Goff, and Zach Wilson. I'm playing those guys this week. I'm not afraid to play them. I'm not saying they're going to go out and boom, but I think you should be able to feel secure with playing these guys. Okay, so let's get to the comments. Rock out. He says, 1 flex. Walker, Keith Mitchell, McLaurin. Only need a flex if Olave doesn't play. I'm going with Keith Mitchell over Kenneth Walker. And like I said, it's playoff time, so I'm going to get cute. Kenneth Walker is playing against the Eagles. The Eagles' run defense is good, and their secondary can be had. Their secondary can be had, but that run defense is good. They got 2 300-pound guys who can move and strong from Georgia. They got Davis and the other guy, Jordan Davis and the other guy. So I would play Keith Mitchell over Kenneth Walker. Black Banks, what's up, bro? He says, Tua a viable starter if Tyreek is out? Yes and no. If Tyreek is out, I don't mind playing Justin Fields and Kyler Murray over him, but I'm not playing no Jared Goff or Zach Wilson over Tua. I think Tua will be okay for you. He'll be okay for you if Tyreek is out. If Tyreek is in there, you know you got to play him. So, like I said, I'm not starting chop liver over Tua if Tyreek is out. D-Lion said, what's poppin', TDD? What's up, bro? What's good with you? D-Lion said, let's go. Yes, sir, bro. Appreciate you. Black Bank says, James Cook or Mixon? I'm going with James Cook because Minnesota defense, I think Minnesota defense is a top 3 defense right now, especially against the run. They might even be better against the run, better than the Eagles. They probably the best run defense team in the NFL right now. You cannot run against them. I got to give my boy Brian Flores, I got to give him some credit. That boy is right against the run. His teams are always really good against the run. So I'm going to say go with James Cook over Mixon. He says, Eckler hurt me last night. Laugh out loud, but it's all good. I'm going down with the ship. If I die, I die. Listen, I'm going to tell y'all something. What was you going to do with Eckler? Bench him? If you don't want to play Eckler, you can't put him up. You got to just go ahead and I'm not telling you to drop him, but dismiss him. If you put Eckler up against any average running back, you got to play him. I do not care what his output is. I'm not going to sit here and tell you 9 times out of 10, unless it's like, it's got to be a top guy. I mean, he got to be on fire. Listen, I played Zamir White, but you think I was going to play Zamir White over Austin Eckler? No way in the hell I'm doing that. So, bro, what you cannot, if you got, that's why I didn't draft Eckler. I'm not sitting no running back that's healthy right now that I drafted in the first round that's starting. I cannot do that. Because if you do that and then he boom, you're going to be even sicker than you are right now than by playing Eckler. You had to play Eckler. That's nothing wrong with that. That's not an LOL, bro. You had to play him. You gotta be like, hey, I played Eckler, man. I don't care about that. I'm moving on. Because what are you going to do? Like, I can tell you, if that's the case, I can tell you to drop Eckler. He's droppable if you look at his numbers. But you ain't gonna drop him, is you? Exactly. So if you want to tell me to judge Ekeler, I'm gonna tell you to drop him because his numbers is garbage. But you can't drop a guy like that because he's still in the game plan. You got to have an upper echelon guy to play over Ekeler. He could boom at any time. He boomed the week before. Who knew he was? I didn't know he was gonna boom, but I know I'm gonna play him if I got him on my team. Black Banks, appreciate that, bro. I see. D-Lion says, I had CJ and Dobbs. I picked up Love versus Tampa Bay and Fields versus Cleveland. Right. Yep. You got to move on from CJ and Dobbs. You can't play CJ. Even if CJ active, I'm nervous about CJ. I'm not playing CJ. I might not play Jared Goff over him. I don't know. It's up to you. You could. I wouldn't chastise you if you did. D-Lion says, I think I love this week over Fields. Right. Who, man, he ain't got Christian Watson. I'm giving y'all the insight right now. I can't play Love with Christian Watson. Now I'll play him over Zach Wilson, but I don't feel great about Love when Watson is out. When Watson in there, hey, Love gonna wheel and deal because he's stretching that field up. That's why, guys, I'll be on speed demons. I trust those quarterbacks. I talked about Love all in the offseason, and I thought I was going to have to go down with the ship and say I was wrong on him. And he changed everything around. He changed that. I never dropped on Love. Any leagues that I had Love, I wrote it out. And he hit in a lot of leagues. In some leagues, it was too late. Out of 16 leagues, guys, I'm in the playoffs about 6 to 7 of them. And he says, but the next 2 weeks, Fields plays Atlanta and Arizona. So he will be my starter until I win the chip. Yep, I respect that. And D-Lion says, Echo. Okay. All right, let me go with some of the guys that's not the Rockout was saying PPR. Right. I'm still going with Keaton Mitchell. Walker ain't Ekeler. That's why I would tell you to sit Walker. He ain't Ekeler. Mullen, he says Mullen startable this week. No. I mean, if you ain't got nobody else, then you got to do what you got to do. But I would rather start Zach Wilson over him, Jared Goff, especially Justin Fields and Kyler Murray over Mullins. Had Herbert go down and need a replacement in a 14-man league. So if you ain't got nobody else, you got to play Mullins. So that's different. That's why I always tell you got to use context. Guys that I tell you that are sits, they are starts in some league. So Mullins is a start in that league, bro. If none of these guys is on your bench, if Zach Wilson out there, you go get him. You could go to Bailey Zappi, but I might even start Mullins over Bailey Zappi. I just said I made it. Let's go. Yes, sir, bro. Yes, sir. Guys, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to this channel. This is cutting edge content. Let's see here. Big Wheels there. We live. Yes, sir, bro. Yes, sir. Just did a consultation with my bro. With Big Wheel. Guys, you got to see his teams. Pure nasty. And he said he followed me all season, and you can tell. I mean, he had Tyreek all over the place. Hold on, guys. Excuse me. Something important came up real quick. Okay. So yeah, bro, appreciate that. Let's see here. Isaac says if Tyreek plays, you play Tyreek no matter weather or limits. I agree. If Tyreek plays, you play Tyreek. I'm playing him. I think he might be a decoy, but I'm still playing him. That's how I play. That I want to be genuine to y'all. Guys, I play guys, and I don't care what happens. And I know that may seem with TD, I can't do that, man. I got to care what happens. I do not care what happens. it's just like a business. If I go and do my research on a business, I make sure that industry is booming. I'm doing all the little small things that I'm supposed to do. If it don't work out, I'm okay with that. I only live once. I gotta die. You don't gotta die. I don't believe in that. But that's for another content, another channel. But I'm going down with the ship. So long as I know I did my research and I did it the right way, that's how I play. If you go and overanalyze everything, you ain't gonna never be able to make a move. You're gonna be scared your whole life. You cannot be playing fantasy that way. So you got to be. I'm playing Tyreek. If he give me 3 points, I'm okay. If he give me 33 points, I'm okay. I'm not gonna be right or wrong either way. What's gonna make me right is right now. I'm willing to go down with Tyreek, knowing what he is. That's what makes it right or wrong. If I play him and I thought he was gonna go for 40. That was the wrong play. I should have said him. If you waver, you should have said him. Don't never play nobody and be mad at whatever their output is. You got to go with the decision that you see in the beginning. If you're like, you know what, man, he's playing a weak team, I'm riding it out. You done with it. Wash your hands of it. Move on. If you get knocked out the playoffs, move on to next year. Don't let nobody tell you made no dumb move. Isaac says he is the ship. Right. Mr. Anderson, I see you, bruh. I see you. Okay. Ian says, love or how? Love or how? I'm going to go with love. I'm a little nervous with love, man. I'm a little nervous because of Christian Watson. I'm going to go ahead and be honest with you, Ian. I'm a little bit nervous. CHB, what's up, bruh? What's going on with you? Vito said, would you drop one for Spears in full PPR? Kyron, Breach, Zeke, Ty Chandler, Najee, and Gibson. Yes, I would drop one. No, I would not drop no Kyron, Breach, or Zeke, or Ty Chandler, Najee, or Gibson. Maybe Gibson, but I'm not dropping any of those guys for Spears. Maybe Gibson. All those guys are started this week. You need to have those guys started in your lineup. CHB says down 35 points due to the Raiders' defense and Chargers being terrible. Time to unleash Gibson since Robinson is out. Yes, sir. But bro, I hate that you had to go up against Chargers. If they had on their defense for a while, that's good. But I made that video, and this is the thing. I have to go take a victory lap. I made this video. I made my DST video about 2, maybe 3 weeks ago, and I told people to stash the Chargers defense. So I'm going to use this song, this gospel song for context. You know that song? It goes. The name of the song is called "An On Time God," and it says, "He might not be when you want him, but he'll be there right on time. He's an on-time God." And what I'm saying, I'm not a God, but what I'm saying, everything that I say might not hit exactly when I say it's going to hit, but eventually it comes around. That's why I believe in my content. So that's why I stash guys. I might drop guys about 3 or 4 times a year. Like maybe a guy that's totally out of it. I don't drop guys because I know things come back around. If you get in the volume, it comes back around. Listen, Austin Ekeler might have a big game in a couple weeks. He might have a killer game in your championship week. That's how fantasy football works. So I don't drop anybody, and I go down with the ship. So, bro, I know you probably couldn't pick up the Raiders, but the Raiders defense, I knew they was good. They look really good. Now, the rest of the year, I don't know if I'm going to be able to play them. I think they got some tough matchups coming. Ian Taylor said, TD, you took me to school on the Ravens D, stopping the Rams. Once again, you the sage, bruh. It says, you took me to school on the Ravens D, stopping the Rams. Right. And I'm not gonna sit here and take no victory lap over that. For one, we learning from each other. I don't take victory laps off of telling people what's right and wrong. I don't do that. But what I do, I like the accountability, because I'm accountable. I have to be accountable in order to make content. I can't just tell people to do stuff and to keep being wrong. Sometimes, and I'm admit to this, I sell y'all short because I'm trying to make content. I'm trying to grow. So I won't tell y'all the truth. I'll be like, yeah, play him. Yeah, you can drop Ja'Marr Chase, even in the comment section. Because if I tell you something, sometimes you can't handle it. And I'm not saying I'm always right. And I understand it if it don't hit. So that's why I don't sit here and take no victory lap. Because, bruh, guess what? The Ravens D could have stopped the Rams. They could have. That's a good defense. But the reason why that I told you I didn't care about the Ravens defense is because Matthew Stafford and Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua. That's the reason. Now, if it had been Jake Browning with no Ja'Marr Chase, with Tyler Boyd, I'd have been like, damn, man, I made a mistake, man. I don't know who would have thought that. But this is Matthew Stafford, who's been hot, and this is Cooper Kupp, who's probably one of the best wide receivers in the last 5 or 6 years in the NFL. And Puka Nacua, one of the best rookie seasons that we saw in a long time. That's why I said I don't care about the Ravens defense. This offense is not made. This game in the NFL is not made to stop offenses. It's like in the NBA. How many teams you can take the best defense in the NBA. They're not stopping the sorriest team under 100 points because the rules are made for them to score. The rules are made for them to score. So a top defense is always at a disadvantage. They might get a couple turnovers here and there. So let me go to this point. A guy, one of my subscribers said, hey, TD, Josh Palmer went off. I said, bro, you can't chase that. Eventually, somebody going to score. You ain't going to really hold no decent team to no 0 points. Somebody going to get behind somebody. It's impossible. Back in the day, about 15 years ago, you can have a defense that can average 10 or 13 points a game where they holding everybody under that. You can't do that no more. It's impossible. All you can hope for, you got to play for turnovers. Pete Carroll was the first defense to be on that. He's like, listen, you can't stop people, but we're going to get 2 or 3 turnovers. We're going to try to get 2 or 3 turnovers that's going to turn the game around. You can score 21 points, but that 21 points ain't going to count when we up by 35. So that's why I told you to go ahead and play the Rams against the D, and I wasn't worried about no weather. The weather could have been a factor, but I wasn't worried about it. Let's see here. Rome. What's good, bro? Rome says, Love or Kyler. I'm going with Kyler over Love. I know that's saucy. I'm going to go ahead and tell you that now. If you want to go with Love, I'm not going to say anything about it. Because I understand why you would want to go with Love, because Kyler got a tough matchup. I'm playing Kyler over Love. I'm playing Kyler over Love with that rushing ability, his knee getting more healthy, Michael Wilson coming back. You still got your same weapons, and you got James Conner that's healthy. James Conner, it's hard to find James Conner healthy most of the time. But he's healthy now, so I'm going down with the shit with Kyler this week. I'm riding out with Kyler. Shalish, thank you, bro. He says join. Thank you, man. Come over here to YouTube. Hopefully come over to the YouTube and sign up on Fantasy Good Sports. Fantasy Good Sports. Sign up as a YouTube member, bro. Appreciate you. Guys, that's my homeboy. I've been knowing him probably over 20 years. We played against each other. We went to rival schools. Really, really great football player. Very, very instinctive. So appreciate you, bro. Thank you. I appreciate that, man. Same to you too. Hank, what's going on, Hank? He says, bro, you scare me when you say start Zach Wilson. Do I still start Dolphins D or play Rams or Saints? Bro, you should be a little bit nervous with that. That's a great context. Listen, just because I say start a quarterback doesn't mean that you get off your thing, but I get it. You are bringing in context clues. Let me see, between the Dolphins D and the Rams, I might will go with the Rams defense over the Dolphins just because Breach Hall and Zach Wilson has nothing to play for, and I mean it in a good way. I mean it in a good way. I believe that Zach Wilson gonna go out there and throw that. But did you see them couple throws that he threw to Tyler Conklin? Those was upper echelon quarterback moves. That's him like, well, I don't give a damn. Y'all bench me if you want to. You already bench me. But, Aaron Rodgers told me to come back. I didn't want to come and play for y'all anymore. But you know what? Now I'm going to let the ball. I don't give a damn. And he's played like the draft pick that he is. He was putting the ball in small windows. That's what scares me against this Miami defense. Miami defense, they are what you call opportunistic, or they can get turnovers. But I don't believe that they are a shutdown defense, which, like I said, there's not a lot of shutdown defense in this era of football. But I believe that Zach Wilson can go out and give you, let's say, an average game from a quarterback is 15. I believe that Zach can give you 20. I believe he can give you an above average game. So I will go with the Rams over the Dolphins D. But listen, you don't have to. I'm not saying the Dolphins are chopped liver this week, but I believe that the Rams is a little bit better, especially with Washington giving up a lot of sacks. So I think Zach Wilson is a decent start for you this week. I don't think people need to go to the waiver wire if you got him. Ian Taylor says pick 2: Ty Chandler, DeAndre Swift, Zay Flowers. I'm going with Zay Flowers and Ty Chandler. Zay Flowers and Ty Chandler. Dustin, what's up, bro? He says, I need 2 for the flex. Full PPR. Devontae Smith, Jaden Reed, Kenneth Walker, Zach Charbonnet, Keaton Mitchell, pick up Chandler. I'm going to say Ty Chandler. And Devontae Smith. It's close between Keaton Mitchell and Ty Chandler. But I'm going to give Ty Chandler slightly an upgrade over Keaton Mitchell because there's nobody else that's going to be really taking a lot of carries from Ty Chandler. Ty Chandler should out-snap Keaton Mitchell and out-carry him. Keaton Mitchell just on a better offense. That's the only thing. So if you want to go with Keaton Mitchell because you love the Baltimore Ravens and you think they're going to score more points, that's a good move. I gotta tell you to play Devontae Smith. He's the number 2 wide receiver on the elite offense with Jalen Hurts. I'm playing Devontae Smith automatically over Jaden Reed, over Kenneth Walker. Kenneth Walker got a really tough matchup. So I'm going to go with Ty Chandler and Devontae Smith. Dustin says, or add Gibson. I'm still going to play Devontae Smith and Chandler over even Gibson. I like Gibson. I like Gibson over Kenneth Walker slightly. I like Keaton Mitchell a little bit better. I like Gibson over Charbonnet. I like Gibson. I don't know. I would say Jaden Reed a little bit over Gibson. He's the only wide receiver there if Christian Watson doesn't play, which I don't think Christian Watson is playing. So I like Jaden Reed too, but I'm still going with Ty Chandler and Devontae Smith. Conscious Machine said, I'm home for the afternoon show. Yes, sir, bro. Appreciate you. Conscious said, I played the Raiders D, and I've been saying play Levis over Flacco. Yes, that might be a good move, bro. I'm not gonna sit here and chastise you on that. Let me see. Yeah, with the Texans defense, they got a lot of starters out. So Levis can go out there and play. Flacco, I like Flacco. He got a lot of weapons. Amari Cooper is playing, Elijah Moore is playing, and David Njoku is playing. So I like Flacco. I actually would play Flacco over Levis, but you could be right, bro. You could be right. Mark, he says, YouTube started Zamir White last night. Starting Mahomes, but I'm worried. I have Sam Howell on the bench, but I can't bring myself to sit Patrick. Do not sit Patrick. There's no quarterback out there. If you had Lamar and Patrick, then I might can tell you, but I'm gonna tell you that's not the way to play fantasy with those type of 2 quarterbacks. Unless you was in the 18 league. 18 leagues, they got those type of problems. But in 12 team, even 10 team leagues, you shouldn't have those type of problems. So You play Patrick Mahomes no matter what. Great play with Zamir. Great play with Zamir last night. Conscious says hit that like button. Yes, sir, guys. Let's get the likes up. Let's see how many likes we got. 17 likes. 17 likes. Alibaba, what's up, bro? He said star 4 PPR. Jefferson, London, Downs, Puka, Hopkins, Jaden Reed, Jerome Ford, Najee. So I'm gonna tell you to play London, Puka, Jefferson, London, Puka, Jefferson, and Jaden Reed. I'm going with Jaden Reed over Hopkins, but it's a tie. Hopkins could be a better play easily. If you went with Hopkins, I wouldn't say nothing to you. So I could be totally wrong. But Jaden Reed with Christian Watson being out, he's the leading wide receiver on this team. If you ask me, he's the best wide receiver on this team. Especially with him being healthy. So I'm gonna say Jefferson, London, Puka, and Jaden Reed, but you can replace Jaden Reed with Hopkins. Conscious Machine says, I'm rocking with my playoff beard. It's only scruff, but who's with me? No shaving tool, waving that championship banner. I like it, bro. I like it. Conscious Machine says, any news on Nico? I've been out all day. No, I haven't heard anything. I don't think he's going to play. Even if he plays, if CJ Stroud don't play, I can't play Nico. That's just me, though. That's just me. CHB says Love or Will Levis. I'm going with Love. I can't depend on a rookie in the fantasy football playoffs. I have to go with Love, who will have Dontavius Wicks and will have Jaden Reed and Aaron Jones and Tucker Kraft. He's going to have a few weapons. I would rather him have Christian Watson, but I'm still rather go with Love, where Will Levis can go out and they could end up getting the Will, showing him some new things they haven't saw, and he could have a rough game. That's what worries me. But he could go out there and have a boom game. This is fantasy football. Things can happen. I don't think Will Levis is a terrible play. I'm not going to say he's a terrible play. I just can't go down with that shit. Conscious says, Levis, baby. You could be right, bro. He says, I'm preaching Levis all over. Conscious says, follow me with Levis, CHB. And Dustin says, thank you. Appreciate you. Anytime, bro. Appreciate y'all. I appreciate everybody who follows the content. And Ali says, Reed to the moon. Thanks, bro. He's getting hands off too. Yes, he is. He's taking the over the Christian Watson position. I love Jaden Reed. That's why I put him above D-Hop. And the reason why I put him above D-Hop is because D-Hop has a rookie quarterback. D-Lion. Appreciate you, bro. Always showing support to the channel. This dude has probably donated over $100 to this channel, way over $100 this year. Bro, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. He says playoffs in 6 or 7 leagues. That's what I'm talking about. That makes me feel good. Remember, when you go to the championship, man, you send me those rosters and a picture. And that way, once you send me those roster and the pictures to my email, I'm going to make a plaque with D-Lion ball. I'm going to put that on there. And that's going to be that's going to be like a trophy case for me for helping my subscribers out. That's what it means a lot to me to do that. He says, hanging 6 banners this year. Let's go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's go, bro. 100. Yes, sir. All right, guys. Well, I guess I'm going to get out of here. He says, when we win. Yes, sir. You know when we win. Right. All right, guys. So real quick, my 3 quarterbacks are Justin Fields, Kyler Murray and Jared Goff, and my bonus guy is Zach Wilson as 3 quarterbacks that you can trust to start this week, in my opinion, right? Going down, I'm willing to go down with those ships. I could be wrong on all 3 of those guys. Those are not easy guys to start. But I feel like these guys got sneaky matchups where they could play good. They got things that's on their side that makes them play good. Justin Fields with his rushing upside, I think that makes him safe against Cleveland. I think that makes Cleveland have to come out of their comfort zone where he could get the ball over the top of their head with DJ Moore and Darnell Mooney and Cole Kmet. I love Jared Goff because he's at home, and Jahmyr Gibbs is going to help him out. I think Jahmyr Gibbs is going to have a field day. I believe that Kyler Murray is going to be running around making plays to Michael Wilson and killing these corners and these backup safeties that they have starting right now since some of their starters went down. So I believe Kyler Murray is going to stem plays and make plays because of his legs. He got a good arm too. And I believe Zach Wilson, this team is going to be running the ball. They're going to be playing. They're trying to get in the playoffs. If they know that there's a kink in the armor with Tyreek being injured, and so they're going to come out to play. And I believe Zach Wilson is going to have a good game. I believe he's going to have a good game. I believe he has a chance to be a top 12 guy. Jacob says Zeke or Swift. I'm going with Zeke over Swift. Big Will says they are talking about drafting a quarterback for the Bears, so Fields is going all out. See? Big Will, there you go. That's context clues. That's stuff that makes my channel cutting edge. What Big Will said, I believe that too. I'm not just going off what the Cleveland defense numbers say and what the Justin Fields numbers say against a defense like Cleveland. I'm not going off that, because if you go off that, that's when you, excuse me, guys. That's when you make bad decisions and you sit studs that can boom past any type of matchup. Rome says, would you play Chiefs D over Miami? Yes, I would. I would play the Chiefs D over Miami. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Jacob says Eberflus' job is on the line too. It is. So they're not playing. Justin Fields willing to run that ball. I want to see 60-yard, 30-yard Justin Fields. You know, when he take off running, that boy is very, very sneaky fast. He's not quick, but once he get going downhill, he's like a running back. That boy got some long speed, man. When it comes to about 50, 60 yards, Justin Fields is one of the fastest dudes in the league and with his size. Pause. Isaac says, crazy, we in the playoffs starting Zamir and Ty Chandler. Right. That's fantasy football. That's fantasy football for you. Yes, sir. Let's see how many likes we got. 19 likes. I take that at this time. I usually don't go live at this time. But guys, I'm off for the holidays. So I'm gonna be giving you lives all the time and videos. I'm gonna be giving you lives and videos. So guys, you got any recommendations? Just hit me up and let me know. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna get ready to get out of here. Y'all guys be safe. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Hold on. As I said, TD, I need a stretch in the flex. Okay. McKinnon, Noah Brown, Michael Wilson, Sharps, or Pop. I'm going to go with Pop. I'm going with Pop Douglas. Yes, sir. All right, guys. Y'all be safe. See y'all later. Peace.
Okay, turn me up. They don't want no smoke, I'm in my bag. Bitch, I'm rolling up. They say this shit hot. Hot, bitch, I'm burning up. Yeah, let's talk some business. Ain't no money, I ain't showing up. Don't know how to act. A bunch of country niggas pulling up. Okay, turn me up. Now they say they want that country shit. Okay, now turn me up. Now they see I be that energy. I make them turn me up. Yeah, I know they tryna finish me, but it just turn me up. Turn me up, Jay. Fresh to death on camouflage. Gotta keep a foot up on their necks, cause they might sabotage. I ain't come for peace, I brought the mask, bout to terrorize. Step. If you ain't hating, nigga, keep that bullshit to yourself. Get my bop on you niggas. Don't never question if I'm a real nigga. I get a lot for you niggas. Bitch, they thought I was finished, but I got a lot for you niggas. Lil John on them niggas. I'm the Braun on them niggas. I'm the hottest in the business. Okay, put me in the mix. I can tell you used to lame niggas that ain't this. Think you coming up a bag, you ain't getting shit. You say wanna fuck, but now she see a nigga lit. Country for life in this bitch. Okay, turn me up. They don't want no smoke, I'm in my bag. Bitch, I'm rolling up. They say this shit hot. Hot, bitch, I'm burning up. Yeah, let's talk some business. Ain't no money, I ain't showing up. Don't know how to act. A bunch of country niggas pulling up. Okay, turn me up. Now they say they want that country shit. Okay, now turn me up. Now they see I be that energy. I make them turn me up. Yeah, I know they tryna finish me, but it just turn me up. Okay, turn me up, yeah. I'm like Block Boy, look alive, look alive. I'm married to that money and I keep her by my side. They thought I wouldn't be shit, so why they face look so surprised. You ain't a real